Too much. Put it on there.
I'm gonna throw my head back.
Did you confiscate Sally's phone earlier?
Say again?
Did you confiscate his phone?
I did, yeah.
That's so funny because he was really good today. I was like, what's going on?
They do better. They try to, I don't know, just do like an intramural in between class periods, and you can't, like, just play football right now.
Good practice. Yeah, appreciate it.
What are you doing? Yeah, so I just still do that.
Okay, good.
Welcome, guys. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys have had a good week. So, as you know, Jen's not here. This is kind of this meeting is going to be kind of a carryover from 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, when we kind of had the PD day-to-day, and then Illuminate just kind of crashed. And so, part of what that was supposed to look like was that we were going to meet as departments, and then we were going to meet as grade levels and kind of discuss like some initiatives and things that we can do as a grade level to help support our kids' growth. I want to start off though, because I don't think that we get a chance to kind of just like think of the awesome things that are happening around our campus. In fact, I was like looking at the failure report today, and then I went and I looked up the number of A's and B's that we have across our campus. So the number of failures that we consistently see is like we have 140, 100, or whatever the number is exactly, kids failing. And then I looked at the number of A's and B's that we have, and we had, I think, like 942 A's and B's, right? So like, there's a lot of amazing work that our kids are doing, a lot of great things, and we don't take the moments to kind of just like recognize that and appreciate that. So I actually think it would be good practice if we start sending that out and start celebrating like the really great things that are happening. So I'd like for you to take a minute right now and just think of one super positive thing that's happened this week. So Monday through Wednesday, we've had 3 days now, and then we'll share out a couple of those. All right, let's just get a couple people to share, jump in, not over.
As of last Wednesday, I decided to make Wednesdays wins days, W-I-N-S days, and just to it's the middle of the week, so some kids may be like, man, it's a long week, or I can't wait till Friday, the whole hump day feel. So just trying to do things different, so I like some type of energetic music to start the class. My code calling is with the football, things like that. So my second period is my lower period. That's my special ed population. That's my S3. It's my different group, and but it gets them really engaged. They come in excited. So just to say, like one particular John Orta, I want to say his last name. Anybody? Not just John Orta. Is a real kind of reclusive kid. But when it's Wednesdays, like he's a little less reclusive. He's not like excited, but he's a little less reclusive. He'll raise his hand. And just today, he answered the first question. He was excited about it. Him and Fernando. So that's been real helpful. So that's why, like on Wednesday, you'll see more sneakers. So it's Wednesday. So we celebrated the beginning of class. What's going good, and just like extra crumb. Now it doesn't work for all classes, but it definitely works for second. So that's it.
I guess I'll piggyback on second period too, which is my special class, but not really. One thing that I love, we incorporated the study hall into some of our students' schedules to try to help them be more successful and also to wean them off of like so many things happening and changed and adjusted in the classroom. And so one thing that is awesome is that they also are able to like advocate for themselves and go talk to their teachers. So Mr. K came in our class today, and it's just awesome because they go harass, I don't know if the word is harass, but they go after him and Ms. Nielsen all the time, and there's just this open door where they can come in and get help He came in and worked with them, and it's just, they were just all eager to, to build it, because chemistry is their hardest subject, and they're really, really determined to like pass it. So that's great.
Two more.
So I was subbing yesterday for Ebony, and Zach and I came up with just like a 5-point exit ticket for the kids based on a lesson that I think is pretty hard, cellular respiration, for anybody who remembers high school bio. And I was entering in the grades today, and that 5-point exit ticket took 3 kids from a 69 to a 70, and like 3 kids that I think are very capable. So I was really excited about that.
I introduced PBL, project-based type learning for my AP 9th grade students, and they've embraced it this week. They've been very little of me talking. I come into class, they get their laptops, they're researching project, they're having to present on Friday. They're all excited about it, so it's worked real well.
Thank you guys for sharing. So I do want to emphasize that fact, right? Like there's just a lot of really awesome stuff happening on our campus, but we're such a growth focused, we just have a growth focused culture, and we're always looking for ways to get better that we don't take time to remember that. So push each other, ask each other like what amazing thing happened that day when somebody comes up to you and is like really frustrated. Get them to realize that a lot of really great things happened also. So I want to ground us in the common summative assessments and why we do them. This is a really interesting article, and I mentioned this at the PD on Friday. So I'm gonna give you guys just like 4 minutes to read it and just kind of think. You can underline or whatever it is, but like think of that one sentence that really stands out to you as you're reading this. 30 more seconds. You pair up with somebody and then just kind of share the sentence that stood out to you and why that stood out. So we can, we'll figure it out.
Are you a partner? Or you
Everybody
just,
turn to the right.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I'm like, repeat that to the right.
How that won't work.
Alright.
Okay.
The one that said,
Something that is hard to know is having the emphasis and plan, you know, backup planning.
Not me, was the
Percentage to plan on how to do
create
that.
something
And with the
that
kids,
kids want to do.
something with the kids, so that you know where to go.
Everyone
What
dreads
that's
the
gonna be,
test.
find the
Do
adjustment.
something that's kind of what I tried in my class.
I think honestly, informative, but done properly.
It's like game day,
They are
and then
it's not maybe subsidized.
some of those.
yeah, and then something about it's not something to me, like, the English or like,
I'm gonna have to watch
like, to have the common sense,
Yeah,
right?
I know it has to be found out.
I already said sometimes,
It's going to be.
something about the amount, it's
I typically
And so things to do. And then sometimes I need to remind you like,
Always
I guess it's because we know where we're going.
Right.
Yeah, besides, yeah, so.
Mine was the last question.
Comparative religions from year 600 BC to 600 AD. 1200 period, 700 they have like standard March 1 that kind of.
But they can prove what they got.
Why? Going your years. Christianity. They have to get that information.
Or in the one to do
They have 5 minutes to do
Alright, everybody back.
So horrible this week.
We get a couple people to share either something that they underlined or something
So
that
you're supposed to.
resonated with them, something that kind of stood out. It's either something that like resonated with them or something that they heard their partner say that kind of stood out.
Mine would be the developing a summative test or some type of assessment that the kids would want to take. I think most students are like afraid to take the test. They're not, you know, they think the teacher's gonna throw a curveball or something. And I mean, if we could come up with some type of assessment that the kids would want to get there, you know, using the analogy of like practice in a football game. I mean, I think that would be incredible.
Yeah, I actually brought that question up when I was talking to Denise, and I didn't think about that analogy, but like it would be so awesome to have kids think of a test as a football game, of like the game day, right, as opposed to the dreaded day.
But is it dreaded because, at least I'm going back to my